All right, today we're going on a little tour, a really fast-paced journey through some of the most surprising, kind of mind-bending facts about our world. We're going to challenge a lot of things you probably think you know and pull back the curtain on a universe that's way, way weirder than it looks. Ready? Let's jump in.
So let's start with something super simple, a banana. We all know what a banana is, but what if I told you it's actually a berry, and that a strawberry, a thing with berry right in its name, isn't? Yeah, this one little question is going to open up a whole can of worms about how we classify things.
And that's exactly where we're starting, rethinking the everyday. We're going to look at a few things where what science says is true is just completely the opposite of our common sense. And it all starts with that humble banana.
See, here's the rule. In botany, the definition of a berry is super specific. It's a fruit that comes from the ovary of just one single flower. That's it. It has absolutely nothing to do with being small or round or anything we'd normally associate with a berry. It's all about how it started its life on the plant.
And when you follow that rule, things get weird. Bananas fit the bill perfectly. So do avocados. They're both technically berries. But strawberries? All those little seeds on the outside mean they come from a different flower structure, so nope, not a berry. And while we're busting myths, peanuts aren't nuts. They're legumes. They're in the same family as beans and peas.
Okay, let's try another one. I want you to close your eyes for a second. Picture a desert. What do you see? I'm betting it's sand, right? Hot, blowing sand dunes everywhere. So with that picture in your mind, where's the biggest desert on Earth? The answer is Antarctica. Wild, right? But it makes perfect sense, because a desert isn't defined by being hot, it's defined by how little precipitation it gets. And because it is so incredibly cold down there, almost no rain or snow ever falls, making that giant frozen continent the biggest desert on our planet.
And for our last piece of everyday weirdness, let's talk water. Logic tells you that cold water has to freeze faster than hot water, right? I mean, it's already got a head start. But there's this bizarre thing called the Mpemba effect, where under just the right conditions, hot water can actually freeze before the cold water. It's a little quirk of physics that scientists are still debating.
Okay, we've messed with the everyday. Now let's dive into the animal kingdom. Some of these creatures have superpowers that would make a comic book hero jealous.
Let's start with a number, just 3. What in the animal world comes in a set of 3 that's totally unexpected? Think about an animal that already seems like it's from another planet.
It's the number of hearts in an octopus. Yep, 3 of them. 2 are busy pumping blood through its gills, and a third one circulates that blood to the rest of the body. And you know, just to make it even stranger, their blood isn't red, it's blue. That's because it uses copper to transport oxygen instead of iron like we do. They are truly aliens of the deep. All right, here's a matchup you never saw coming. Who can hold their breath longer? A sloth, famous for being the slowest creature on land, or a dolphin, a creature that literally lives in the water? Unbelievably, it's the sloth. It can slow its metabolism down so much, it can stand water for up to 40 minutes. A dolphin needs to come up for air after about 10. The sloth wins.
Imagine being able to taste something just by standing on it. Well, that's the life of a butterfly. They have taste receptors on their feet. It's how they check if a leaf is the right kind of plant to lay their eggs on. Talk about an efficient way to check out your dinner options.
But what about the ultimate superpower? How about immortality? Well, meet the Turritopsis dohrnii. It's known as the immortal jellyfish. When it gets old or stressed out, it can just hit the reset button. It reverts back to its baby polyp stage and starts its life all over again. In theory, it could do that forever.
Okay, for this next part, we're going to turn the lens around. We've looked at the world out there, now let's look in here, at the incredible and sometimes bizarre machine that is the human body. You might be surprised what's going on inside you right now.
Remember that banana we started with? Well, we're about to get a whole lot closer. You and a banana share about 60% of the same DNA. It's just an amazing reminder that pretty much all life on this planet is connected in some fundamental way. Your brain is a real energy hog. It's only about 2% of your body's weight, but it uses a whopping 20% of your total oxygen and calories. All that thinking, worrying, and dreaming, it takes a serious amount of fuel to keep the lights on up there. This is one of my all-time favorite facts. You look at a giraffe's super long neck, and you look at a human neck. You'd think the giraffe must have, 50 bones in there? Nope. We both have exactly 7 cervical vertebrae. The giraffes are just, a lot bigger. 160 kilometers per hour. That's about 100 miles per hour. That's
proper highway speed. It's also the speed of the air leaving your body when you sneeze. It's an absolutely explosive, powerful reflex designed to clear everything out.
All right, for our final section, we're zooming out, way out. We're going from our own bodies to our planet, our solar system, and, well, everything else.
Our planetary neighbor Venus is really weird. It spins so incredibly slowly that a single day on Venus, so one full rotation, is actually longer than its entire year. You could literally celebrate 2 birthdays in the same day. It's just bizarre.
What's the hottest thing you can think of? Probably the sun, right? Well, there are things that happen right here on Earth that put it to shame. A single bolt of lightning can be 5 times hotter than the surface of the sun. Just an unbelievable burst of energy.
Okay, get ready for a final 1-2 punch that's going to mess with your sense of scale. First, let's bring it back home. Scientists estimate there are around 3 trillion trees on our planet. That number is way, way bigger than the number of stars in our home galaxy, the Milky Way. Our planet is just unbelievably rich with life.
But then we zoom out again, because while we have more trees than our galaxy has stars, the entire universe is a different story. Astronomers estimate that there are more stars in the observable universe than there are grains of sand on every single beach and every single desert on Earth combined. Just try to wrap your head around that number.
And that's where we end our tour. From the tiny details of a banana's biology to the unimaginable scale of the cosmos, it's pretty clear the world is just full of hidden wonders and shocking truths. And it really just leaves you with one question, doesn't it? What other secrets is the universe just waiting for us to discover?